Ankit here from Bike India magazine, and I'm standing at the very beginning of the famous Yamuna Expressway that connects Delhi to Agra. I'm also standing at the very beginning of a brand new adventure. One that will see us ride from here, which is Delhi, all the way to Nepal and then Bhutan. We're calling this ride the Xpulse Expedition.
The first situation we put it through wasn't challenging at all though, as we kicked off our journey with a ceremonial flag off at the Pashupati Hero dealership in Delhi. Our destination for the day was Lucknow, and the roads leading there are all smooth, wide, open highways. So our trip started off with some throttle twisting triple-digit speed action. The Xpulse was equal to the task. Its upright riding position and comfortable mid-side pegs meant I felt no strain on my body. The windscreen kept headwinds at bay and buffeting in control too. You can cruise for long distances fairly comfortably on the Xpulse, and we were making good headway as the sun began to set. We arrived in Lucknow at twilight and made our way straight to the iconic Rumi Darwaza. The magnificent gateway has stood here since 1784 and stands 60 feet tall. There are a few other interesting monuments near the Darwaza, including the Bada Imambara. We couldn't spend too long checking out these fascinating sites though. We had a dealership to visit. So we made our way towards Super Automobiles in Lucknow. We had the honor and the privilege of interacting with some local enthusiasts, customers and influencers at the dealership. The next morning, we woke up early and excited. We were heading towards Sanauli and our first border crossing. Our ride started out rather well, even if the highways had shrunk in size compared to the previous day. Narrow state highways made way to village roads, with lush fields flanking them, and the Xpulse just kept on going. About 15 kilometers from the border, we pulled over at Sri Baba Motors. We received a very warm welcome and the Xpulse was given a thorough cleanup as well. The team at the dealership also gave us a guard of honor and escorted us to the border. A unique and very humbling experience, and just another example of how well we were treated at dealerships we visited en route. It's also great to see just how many dealerships Hero has spread about, both in India and in the two neighboring countries that we visited.
Welcome to the gorgeous Nepal. We're here, we're ready, and today is going to be one epic day. We're going to go into the mountains towards Pokhara from Batwal, which is where we are now, and we're going to face some fantastic terrain, see some beautiful sights. This should be awesome. I cannot wait to get started.
And I didn't have to wait to get started either, as we headed straight out and into the climb up towards Pokhara. The roads were in fairly good nick, and the Xpulse was in great form too. For an adventure-ready bike, it offers some generous lean angles, which made flowing through the corners so much fun. I even found a little patch of woods where I could stray off the beaten path. The Xpulse is right at home during these off-road excursions, and was perfectly reliable through all my shenanigans. By the time we arrived in the lake town of Pokhara, it was night time already. So as always, we hit the sack early so that we could do some exploring the following morning. As the sun rose behind a cover of clouds, we were greeted by an absolutely mesmerizing view. Snow-capped peaks in the distance reflected perfectly in a tranquil lake surrounded by greenery. The lake was Feva Lake, the second largest in town and one of the most magical places I've ever visited. Pokhara also plays host to a renowned monument called the World Peace Pagoda, which is where we headed off next. No time for meditation though. We had Kathmandu to get to, which meant more fun in the mountains, and by this time I was perfectly in tune with the Xpulse. So I was carrying greater speeds into corners and gliding over potholes, safe in the knowledge that the Xpulse could handle it. And if things did get a little crazy, I always had the safety of ABS to fall back on. The distance from Pokhara to Kathmandu may be only 200 odd kilometers, but it took a good 8 to 9 hours. We crossed bridges, rode through valleys, and had an amazing time taking in the beauty of the surroundings. We also saw a bit of a mad scene when we arrived at Kathmandu. A load of people were standing at the side of the road, watching an intense game of football being played out in the stadium below. The people of Nepal just love their football, and as a footy fan myself, that was great to see. And what a fantastic introduction to Nepal's capital. Soon enough, I navigated through the city traffic and made it to my hotel for the night. The Xpulse's digital dash with Bluetooth connectivity and integrated turn-by-turn navigation meant I didn't have to stress about getting lost in this foreign town either.
So we're finally here, the second nation, the second capital of the Xpulse expedition. We're in Kathmandu, which is the capital of Nepal, and so far the city is looking quite beautiful. The ride here though, at least towards the end, wasn't quite beautiful because it was a little bit difficult. The roads got really bad, the traffic got really dense. The Xpulse though, perfect throughout. It's been a trooper throughout the journey and it gave me a lot of support today as well. I hardly feel any fatigue despite riding throughout the day. Anyway, this part of this journey ends here. You're going to have to watch out for another video for the next part of the journey where we explore Kathmandu and even go into Bhutan. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.